Welcome back to the Power and the Glory. Today's scripture is taken from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 30. But before I read the scripture, please like, share, and subscribe. It does make a huge difference to the Google algorithm. And thank you to my existing subscribers for your ongoing support. I really do appreciate it. So I'll read the scripture now. The Lord your God who goes before you, he will fight for you according to all he did for you in Egypt before your eyes. So this is a verse of encouragement to the new generation of Israel who are about to enter the promised land. The verse is related by Moses, but what he faces is a group of Israelites who are frightened at the prospect of marching into Canaan, given the size of the alleged size of the inhabitants, who are giants, and the challenge of conquering the powerful fortified cities that are located there. Now, the Israelites, above all, doubted God's ability to protect them. The additional issue is that some of the new Israelites had not witnessed the flight from Egypt. So Moses is reviewing Israel's history at the end of their 40-year wilderness wandering through the plains of Moab. He's reminding them that their parents' generation failed to enter the land because of fear and unbelief. And that's what this whole passage is all about. It's about fear and unbelief. The verse serves as a final rallying cry to trust God and obey him, knowing that he's in the fight with them. So let's look at the scripture now in a bit of detail. The Lord your God goes before you, he will fight for you. So earlier on in the Bible, Moses had insisted that God accompany him as he sought to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. And it's shown here that God is still in the middle of the fight to protect the Israelites from their enemies. So God is not just an important leader here, he's a co-combatant and the ultimate divine warrior. In short, if God's in the fight with them, they should have faith because God has never lost a battle. Let's move on to the next part of the scripture. According to all he did for you in Egypt. So past results reinforce present faith. By stirring the memory of the Exodus, the plagues, the Red Sea, and the defeat of Pharaoh, Moses reminds his people that the same God that saved them from slavery and defeat in Egypt will deliver them from the giants in Canaan. Move on to before your eyes. This phrase shows that the miracles Moses related were not part of fantasy, but real life, lived experience. So the message here is that God has done it before and achieved victory. Have faith, because whatever challenge you face, God is more than up to the task. So the key learnings here of this: some battles are bigger than you. Trust in God. Overcoming fear is done through remembrance of past victories, and you can do this in your own life. Look at all the difficulties and challenges you've had, but God has helped you get through them. The final point is this: have faith, have trust over fear, because fear has a price. Just as the Israelites were frightened of the reported giants who lived in Canaan, which had kept their forefathers stuck in the wilderness for 40 years, then we have to be like King David, reframe our challenges. We may face giants, but we serve a much bigger and mightier God. A human giant is a grain of sand in comparison to the God we serve. So let's not be stuck in our own wilderness for 40 years. Your blessings are on the other side of fear, so let faith take us there. Let's kill the fear and embrace faith so that we can gain our inheritance and occupy our own promised land.